What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 4 of This Week in Gaming. Not a whole lot going on this week. A couple major points, I guess, would
Yeah,
be Marathon.
marathon. So basically, rumor has it there's no marketing for marathon. We talked a lot about it last week about the whole art situation,
Yeah,
and with no marketing plans, they could be looking towards pushing it back because it was going to release in September. And like we said last week, playtesters were saying it's not nearly as ready. It needs to be delayed. So no marketing. But I also read it could be they never planned to market the game either, which would be weird to try
that
to
just doesn't
launch it.
sound.
Yeah, trying to launch a game without any marketing. I mean, that's a rough way to go, you know?
I don't see them not having plans to actually market it. It just
Yeah,
seems like, I don't know. That's just kind of a face of it, but I don't know. I think it needs to be pushed back. I don't see how they could actually release it this year with that much content having to be pulled and redone.
yeah,
So removing the marketing makes sense to me.
or not having a marketing plan because
Yeah,
maybe they'd known it was gonna be pushed back anyway.
I don't
But
know. That one marathon is just so up in the air right now. I I have high hopes for it, but it seems like every time something actually comes out, my hopes go down just a little bit more.
yeah,
So
I mean, I really like Bungie with their gunplay because like Destiny
yeah,
was great for gunplay, but as far as it being an extraction shooter, I don't know. Trying
that's a
to
hard market.
yeah, exactly because
It's a hard market.
like I mean we talked about last week. Extraction shooters are so hardcore,
Yeah,
and Bungie's used to making like Destiny, Halo,
yeah.
stuff that's not nearly as hardcore as an extraction shooter.
No.
So, but we also have the Arc Raiders.
Yeah,
So
that one, it seems pretty promising. I guess there was a countdown somewhere. I was never able to actually like find it or see it myself, but I guess the counter led to June 6th as
yeah,
being the release date, which happens to be when the Summer Game Fest show actually begins.
yeah.
So,
Speaking of that, actually, we'll probably do some videos on that. Depending on when the
yes.
showcases are and whatnot, we'll probably just do a reaction video of us watching it and our
Yep.
thoughts. So, especially on Sunday with the Microsoft one, I'm not
Yes.
sure when who all has showings yet. I haven't really looked into it too much. I don't know if Sony's going to be there yet either. So,
Well,
but
I don't know.
we'll probably do a
Hopefully,
video.
we'll see if the speculation of a shadow drop, which I mean, I could almost see it that like they will show something at the Summer Game Fest,
Yeah,
like a new either a new trailer or like a gameplay trailer, and then they'll do the typical like, oh, it's available today.
yeah. If it's a shadow drop or it's going to actually be a
Yep.
release date for like
So
October or November or something.
I can definitely see it happening. So it looks promising. I have high
Yeah.
hopes for that one as well.
Yeah, I have not played
That's
it, but
No, I haven't been able to get into any of the playtests, unfortunately, but that is probably one of my more highly anticipated games of this
for
year.
sure. Yeah, I'm actually quite excited for that because lately we've had nothing to play.
No, we're kind of at a low right now
Yeah.
as far as games to play without having to just go and play games we've already played in the past.
Yep. And apparently, Dice and EA are most likely possibly trying to do Battle Royale again.
Yes. It's I have a hard time with this. Like I went to the actual Reddit page and looked through, the supposedly like the data leaks, and data leaks are always, I mean, take it or leave it, kind of hit or miss.
Yeah,
The list looked very well done, very professional. It looked super, super
uh,
legit.
I'll bring it up real quick.
Yeah,
So
it looks good. It looks like it looks legit, but
yes,
I
I
don't know.
I seen some cool stuff with it. Let's see if I can find it. The oversight system,
Yep,
basically using cameras. When you get knocked out, you're dead. You can use cameras, drones, and turrets to help your teammates out.
that's kind of cool.
That gives it a little bit different from Call of Duty and the Gulag. You know,
I did see a thing in there that it give like if you're doing one of the on map missions, um, it gives audible cues um about enemies, like an enemy presence in your team's mission area.
see
So it
that
kind of
that's
gives you an
nice.
audible cue, like, oh, hey, heads up, like enemy reinforcements are inbound,
Yeah,
which I like that.
yeah. So I mean, it could be good, but it's another battle royal. Who knows how well it's gonna succeed?
Yeah,
And it'll have to be probably free to play. Like they can't package it in with Battlefield 6.
I agree. I think it would have to be more of a separate game altogether. Like Battlefield 6 multiplayer, like that will be, you'll buy that, you'll be able to play that separate than actually having the battle royale.
Yeah. And then, hopefully the game size won't be as ridiculous as Call of Duty
Yeah.
because it keeps getting bigger and bigger. All right. We also have the Borderlands stuff. I mean, this is the biggest
Yes.
thing because the CEO has went and, you know messed up, done goofed,
He
made a
did.
lot of people upset.
Yeah.
So
Um
this is a lot on the $80 games. We got the original tweet right here. This is what set it all off, basically.
yes. I mean, he was definitely in the wrong.
Yeah,
I don't think that was the smartest call,
that's
but I
that's what
mean,
made everyone mad.
if you're a real fan, you'll find a way to make it happen. I don't,
Yeah,
he's definitely gotten the opposite response, I think,
yeah.
than what he thought.
What happened?
Yes, because I mean, it just ties in with just the price increases all across the board. And I think with this, I'm starting to see a little bit of a light at the end of the tunnel that people are actually not willing to do the $80.
Oh yeah, there's just no way.
No, it's just, I don't know. There was an article that went over like the average like rent, right now, and it's just things are expensive.
Yeah,
Everything is expensive right now. The cost of living is just expensive. And yes, the argument can be made of, well, it's $80 one time purchase, and you're going to get hours upon hours of enjoyment and content out of it,
exactly.
which I agree. Yes, you will, but it's still that big chunk of change right away. And it makes me happy to see that a lot of other gamers are kind of getting behind,
Not
not
doing it.
willing to pay the $80. I mean, his is it's a little bit more than, it's how he worded it that I think made people more upset. But I
Yes.
love to see it. I absolutely love to see it. I like that he got put in his place.
Yeah, and it is good that they are getting so much backlash for $80. I mean,
Yep.
there wasn't nearly enough backlash over 70 when they
No.
moved up to 70, but 80 after just, I think it's been 3, 4 years since they moved it to 70.
Yep.
Trying to move it to 80 now, especially with the economy and everyone's struggling.
Yeah,
So it's like, I mean, even a few years ago, they had an article, someone going over most played games on Steam are over 4 or 5 years old.
yeah. It's
That
because
that's
they're
who are
cheap.
exactly. So, and everyone's just still going back to those older games. So trying to sell a new game at a higher price when people will just wait,
Yeah,
or they'll just continue
that's
to play their game they've been playing for years anyway.
kind of at this point. Like, I love the Borderlands series.
Yeah.
Three was probably like the worst one, but I still did enjoy it because it's Borderlands to me. But at $80 on release, I can easily see myself saying, "Look, I've got these other games I can play for the next couple of months
Yeah.
until your game actually goes on sale for a reasonable price, and then I'll buy it when it goes on sale, and then I'll play it. I don't need to play these things day one. Like, I'm not going to pay $80 to play it day one. I just don't care enough anymore.
Yep.
I just don't. I mean, me, one person, it's a very small drop in the ocean of people that will buy it on day one versus not buy it.
I
I
mean,
just don't want to. I'll do my part, and I'm not going to support it, and hopefully
it works out. Like there's enough people
yeah,
where it doesn't actually work too well. But I
yeah,
mean, you could look at some games that are coming out now that are do like Steam numbers, right? So like I think did we talk about last week about Expedition 33? They just broke 2 million sales this week,
yeah,
and it's on Game Pass, right?
yep.
And then you have Doom: The Dark Ages that is struggling on Steam, and it's on Game Pass. So people are still buying games, but they're just not buying them for $70.
No,
They'll spend the 50 or 40 for these games, but I mean, yeah.
I'm right
How,
there with them.
how many games have we bought for, you know, 40 that we've gotten countless hours out of? We've had
Yep.
probably the most fun playing $20 games that we
And how
buy.
many games have we bought for $60, $70 that are a hot mess?
Yeah, and we
Or you pay that and it's still an early access game, and it just seems like it takes another year until they're
yeah,
actually fixed and really playable and enjoyable.
yeah.
I would
So
have just rather waited that year for the game to come out.
yeah, I mean, we all kind of got screwed with Cyberpunk. So,
Yeah,
but now that game's amazing.
it's thriving. It's great. It's
So
definitely, I mean, it runs really well.
yeah,
It looks fantastic. They've added a ton of content. I mean, they've almost completely changed the base game just from when it was originally released.
yeah, yeah. There was all. I mean, you don't have to talk about like the DLC they came out with. Just
No,
the base game was changed so much.
no. If you
So
played it back when it first came out and you haven't went through and actually replayed it, it's almost like playing through an entirely new game.
yeah,
And I absolutely applaud them for that. I think that's great. I think it's
I
amazing. That's a
I
company
played it.
taking criticism and actually doing something with it and making it for the better versus
And
these other companies you see with AAA titles that take the criticism and yet they still seem to ignore it and then feed into
yeah,
like the 10% that actually enjoy their game.
yep. They take their broom out and they sweep it all under the rug and forget about it. You know, we'll do better next time, and they
Yeah.
never do. So
Well, on the plus side of games that are very expensive, yes, it is a reloaded of Gears of War, but August 26th, and it is $40.
yes,
I love it.
Uh, yeah. I'm actually kind of worried about it just a little bit. I mean, it's going to be a great game, but I wonder if they're actually going to update and modernize the gameplay because I mean,
Um,
the first one was pretty clunky. So I
yeah,
wonder if they're going to make it a little bit more fluid because even when
hopefully.
they
It's
remastered
right
it,
there in the title, man. Gears of War Reloaded. Right?
yeah,
It's not just Gears of War re-release; it's Reloaded.
yeah,
No, seriously. I do hope that they fix it, and not
yeah,
just push it out.
yeah,
But I mean, it it is rumored that there will be a beta before the
Yes,
actual release.
and
So we
that'll be
might get
good.
a little sneak of that, hopefully.
Exactly, because I do enjoy betas quite a bit.
Yeah,
Because I mean, it kind of gives you the opportunity to actually see what the game's going to be like. And if it's already a hot mess and they're launching in 3 weeks, you're just
it
like,
gives you a
okay,
pretty good idea of, yeah, this is nowhere
where
near ready.
and where it's going to go and how bad it's going to be
Yeah,
for the first release night and all that.
you can almost get a pretty good guess off of betas, just of like, if it's really good, you know that the launch might be either really good or maybe a few issues here and there, but not like terrible. But if a beta is bad
Yeah,
and they're still planning on releasing it within like a month, I mean, you can almost expect that when the game actually comes out, it's probably going to be a couple months before it's actually really playable.
yep. Speaking of betas, what have you been playing?
Splitgate 2.
Oh yeah,
I forgot how much fun like even like the first Splitgate was,
yeah,
but this one, so on the 22nd, the beta went live. I jumped on and it was amazing. I didn't have any issues. I didn't have long queue times, no nothing. And then of course we rolled into the 23rd, day 2 of
yep.
the beta. Basically non-existent. Servers were on fire, everything was offline. It was
I
bad.
I can just imagine like the server engineers in that SpongeBob meme of everyone running
Yes.
around like, or is it
I
SpongeBob or is it
it
Family Guy?
it it's SpongeBob, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see the actual video from the CEO?
No.
That he released a video on the 23rd, and because like everything was offline, and so he did a video publicly apologizing.
Yeah.
Dude, he looked so beat. He looked so tired. He's like, guys, like we've been working on this for the last like 18 hours straight. Like we've worked all through the night. We're still working on it. Like, dude, he looked so tired. I felt so bad for the guy. And I'm like, I'm looking at everybody just bitching up a storm
Yeah.
about, oh, this is how games are just absolutely dead to rights, during a beta. I'm like, guys, like that, in my opinion, that is what kills games. They
Yeah.
have like a couple of bad days and everybody just completely disregards them, throws them aside and says, nope, it's a terrible game. Like, dude,
Yeah.
just chill. Give him time. Especially after watching that video. God, he looked so tired, dude. I felt so bad for the guy. But it's
Yeah, like
been it's been fun, dude. It's been great. Like it's the only issues I've had is the third day into it. So the 24th. Um, none of the dailies, like none of your daily tasks or your weekly tasks were actually updating, and
okay.
none of the XP that you got while you were playing actually counted towards leveling anything. But you could still play. You could still get into matches really quick. And to be honest, I don't care. I'll continue to play and get my XP eventually. I don't care that it wasn't working for a day.
Yeah, I mean when I got on, I put it last night with you for a little while.
Yeah,
And I didn't get any XP, but it was still one hell of a time
it was fun,
playing.
dude.
Yeah, playing it again makes me kind of want to go back to Spookgate 1, but depending
Apparently,
on
servers are still up.
yeah, hopefully, this game actually is going to stay around for a while,
I
you
hope
know?
so.
You won't have to
I,
worry about it
the
going
rumors
down.
are that the beta is it's pretty much out. Like it will be playable up until the actual full release of the game, whenever that may be.
Yeah.
The only thing that's up in the air is if all of your progress that you've made, like you're leveling up each class, leveling up each weapon, and your unlocks will be kept when the game actually fully releases,
Hmm.
or if it's going to be wiped. Which I hope for a wipe.
Yeah, and they need to wipe it.
That's my 2 cents on it. I would see that when the game fully releases, wipe everybody. Everybody starts back at zero on the
Yeah.
actual release, and then just go back to grinding from there. Because it does
Y-
seem like it takes a lot of XP to level up a gun to get
Okay.
attachments.
Yeah, and you don't want to launch a game have everyone with maxed out
Already
shit
done.
running around.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, you don't
so
want that. So
makes it.
hopefully they don't do it that way. But
Yeah,
we'll
most
see.
likely it's
Either
gonna be a
way,
wipe.
super fun. Super
Yeah,
fun. I have enjoyed the hell out of it. I plan on enjoying it again tonight and
we are
the
gonna
next
play that
night.
shit.
Yeah,
So
it's been good. It's
yeah,
been good fun. What else am I gonna play?
yeah, we got.
Tarkov. I'm kind of tired of getting punched in the dick repeatedly.
Well, yeah.
So
I mean
I'm on
that's
my scheduled break from Tarkov, and then once my rehab is complete and they sign off on my papers, I will go straight back into it, and we'll. It's a vicious cycle. It is,
you can
but
never
that's okay.
escape.
I mean, it is Escape from Tarkov, and it's ironic because it's very hard to escape from Tarkov.
Yeah, and the game. I mean, we can talk about that for a little while. Tarkov is in general
Yeah.
because it's gonna be launching this year.
Yep.
1.0. It's been in beta since
Finally.
forever.
I mean, alpha, then beta, but beta has been a long time
Yeah, yeah,
to the point where, like, I feel like if you talk to somebody about Escape from Tarkov and you tell them, like, oh no, it's actually still beta, they're like,
yeah,
oh, really? Like, it's not out. Nope, it's still technically a beta.
yeah,
It runs like it runs decent.
yeah. It doesn't
I
run
was good.
great.
I was gonna say it runs great, but no. Like, let's be honest, it runs decent.
Decent enough to enjoy
Yes,
it until netcode gets you down, or any of the other
yes.
things that can get you down in that game.
It's I don't know. It keeps pulling me back in.
It
There's a
does.
reason for it. It is a great game. If you haven't tried it, I will recommend everybody jump on Escape from Tarkov just so you can experience it.
I don't know if people want to, experience getting punched in the dick, having their
I
hopes and dreams crushed,
You do.
and
You really do.
join us.
As bad as it is and how frustrating it can be, you will still find yourself so like eager to get back into the next raid. Or even if you're not eager to get back into the next raid and you're just dreading it, you'll go in and you'll still have fun. It'll still be exciting.
Yeah,
And then you'll get absolutely demolished by a scav from like 600 meters away.
behind a bush.
Yeah. And then you'll get mad and you just lost, like a 1.5 million ruble kit that you'll never see again.
Yep.
And you do it all over again.
Until you're broke, and then you start,
You
using
run
scab
scav
weapons.
kits.
Yeah. When you're down bad in the
Welcome to
gutter.
Tarkov.
Yep. Basically.
Everyone's got to experience it, man. If you haven't
Exactly.
experienced it, please just experience it. It's a whole nother world, man. That's why I think extraction shooters is such a hard market. Like if you're competing against that, but I don't
I
know.
mean,
Gray Zone Warfare. I mean, we just tried playing that after the update.
that one is still really, really rough.
It's rough, dude.
Yeah.
It. I mean, I didn't see anything even in the latest patch notes about actual like performance updates.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, that is the number one thing that game needs is actual performance.
And I hate the rain. I'm
Oh,
starting to think I hate rain in every single shooter.
dude, I dropped my M4 and I picked up a shitty AK with even without a dust cover just so I could have iron sights because dude, that rain, the
Oh,
holographic, no,
oh yeah, yeah. Getting the extra red dots
useless.
everywhere. Yeah.
Which is a cool feature. Like, I mean, that's cool. Add that stuff to your game. Like, but my God, that's if Tarkov rain is bad enough, but holy shit,
Yeah.
that was that was brutal.
That was
It
even
was
worse.
rough. The AI are absolute tanks,
They do. They can
but
eat.
I don't know. It's okay. It's a work in progress. They'll keep working on it, keep doing updates. I'll keep trying
Yeah.
it. But
I
it
mean,
is so hard to play another extraction shooter. The whole time we were playing it, all
it's
I
just
could
the
think was, I'd rather be playing Tarkov than this.
yeah, exactly. And then you have Delta Force. They have the extraction like part to the game,
Yeah,
and I find it that one might be a good one to dip your toes in because it's very,
Yes,
very basic and it kind of
I
holds your
agree.
hand a lot more than Tarkov. Tarkov just throws you out the fucking door and tells you you
Good
gotta
luck.
walk this. Yeah, doesn't even tell you how to escape. Like
No,
you,
it's here's where you got to get out. RUAF roadblock. Where?
yeah, how?
How? And why am I escaping?
Oh shit! Viva Dirt League. Now that's a good video.
Yes, it is. I love that the Tarkov supercut. I
Yeah,
watch it frequently.
yeah. Just watch that and you'll understand the game completely.
Yeah, and then you'll get the reference of playing it feels like you're being punched in the dick.
Yeah,
It does.
it does. It does.
That is pretty much going to wrap this one up for this week. We just want to thank everybody that has been watching these, the videos, the shorts. It means a lot to us. We really appreciate it, especially where we're just starting out, just trying to push what content we can. We really do appreciate it. Um, I mean, if you could like, comment, and subscribe, that helps us a lot, and it
Yeah.
is very much appreciated. We will continue to bring you mediocre content in the gaming world. Um, Thanks everybody.
Peace.